Welcome back, students. Today our session goes with Unit on Electrostatics, Part 5. Our objective today is to learn about electric field lines and electric dipole and electric dipole moment let us come to discuss about electric field lines. In previous part of the lesson, we have learned what is an electric field. Just let us recall. If it is a charge plus Q or minus Q, there is a region in which its influence is felt. Let us take any point P. So how will you find out the electric field at a point P? It is given by the electric field vector E, which is represented as F vector by Q naught. Okay, let us ask a question. How can we visualize this electric field vector? Yes, in order to visualize this electric field vector, Michael Faraday has given the concept of electric field lines. So, what are electric field lines? Electric field lines are a set of continuous lines which are imaginary in order to visualize the existing electric field. You have studied in your lower classes or even in your plus one, you have studied about mapping of magnetic field. If suppose we place a magnet, bar magnet is placed on North Pole and South Pole. When we just map the magnetic field will be traced in this pattern, certain pattern. You are aware of it, you know about it. No? Likewise, suppose we place a charge, if it is a positive charge or a negative charge, then accordingly we can map the electric field. We can map the electric field with the help of electric field lines. So, these are the visual representation of electric field around the given charge. So, let us learn what is meant by an electric field line exactly. Since electric field line is a space curve or curve in 3 dimension, or otherwise we can define it as an imaginary straight or curved path along which unit positive charge tends to move in an electric field. So let us learn now few properties of the electric field. Let us learn few properties of electric field lines. The first property is that electric field lines always start from positive charge and ends at the negative charge. If the negative charge lies closer to the positive charge. Suppose this positive charge is placed in an isolated area. If we consider this positive charge as an isolated charge, then the electric field line starts from the positive charge and ends at infinity. So, this is the mapping of electric field lines for an isolated positive charge. Yes, so we have learnt as a first property as if positive charge and negative charge are placed closer, electric field line always start from the positive charge and ends at the negative charge. In case if positive charge is placed in an isolated system, then the flow of electric lines will be as in the diagram you are able to see from the board. That means we come to know for a positive charge, electric field lines always start from it. Sometimes it ends at a negative charge if it is placed closer, or it may end at infinity. And for negative charge, suppose there is an isolated negative charge, these electric field lines start from infinity and end at the negative charge. Electric field lines, that is visual representation of the electric field, start from infinity and end at the negative charge. End at the negative charge. This is for the a negative charge system. So by observing this diagram, when you observe this diagrams, you may see, you observe this diagram, both the diagrams, and you may understand that you may understand very well that if it is positive charge, electric field lines directed radially outward. If you have book PDF, just note down the word radially outward. If it is negative charge system of, or if it is an isolated negative charge, the electric field lines flows radially inward. Direction is inward. Yeah. Then what is meant by this radial direction? What's the meaning of this radial direction? You might have learnt axial direction, the direction which lies along the axis. Then what is this radial direction? It is the direction along the radius of the given circular area. The direction which lies along the radius of the given circular area is nothing but the radial direction. That is why we say for a positive charge, always electric field lines directed radially outward. That means the direction along the radius of the given circular area. And same for the case of negative charge, electric field lines directed inwards, radially inwards. That's the first property of electric field lines. Let us now come to the second property of electric field lines. Let us consider a system having positive charge and negative charge. You know the visual representation or the electric field line is drawn from the positive charge and it ends at the negative charge. Okay, so the pattern will be mapped like this, as in the case of outward. This is the concept. If it is negative, it should be inward. Just observe the diagram. Now learn the second property. Okay, if it is a straight line, we may find out the direction of the electric field line. If it is a curved line like this, line is curved, then how will we find out the direction? We have to take any point randomly, then we have to draw a tangential line to this point. This is what is the tangential line. So electric field line direction எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறோம்? curved surface இருந்தா அப்ப நம்ம ஒரு பாயிண்ட் எடுத்துக்கணும். அந்த எந்த ஒரு பாயிண்ட் எடுக்கிறோமோ அந்த பாயிண்ட்டுக்கு tangent வரைகிறோம். And the direction of the tangent gives the direction of the electric field at that point. So this is the second property, electric field vector, whatever the field is, then the electric field vector at a point in a space is always tangential to the electric field line. அதாவது என்ன சொல்ல வரோம், எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டு வெக்டரோட டைரக்ஷன் அப்படிங்கிறது எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டு லைன் சம்டைம்ஸ் கர்வ்டா இருக்குது இல்லையா, அப்ப அந்த பாயிண்ட்ல வரையக்கூடிய டான்ஜென்ட் என்ன டைரக்ஷனோ அந்த டைரக்ஷன் தான் E வெக்டரோட டைரக்ஷனா இருக்கும். This is the second property of the electric field line. Now let us come to the one more information about this tangential direction. So in the previous property I explained what is radial direction. Radial direction is the direction along the radius of the given circular area. Then what is this tangential direction? It lies always perpendicular to the radial direction. Now let us learn third property of electric field lines. Again we consider positive charge. So we can map the electric field of this positive charge. You know it, mapping. Let us map. So you may see the line is closer sometimes. Yeah. Here we can map the number of lines is not a matter, but the direction is very important. You may think that how many number of lines. It is not restricted, students. You can draw any number of lines, but you should be, this is positive charge. So this is positive charge. So direction definitely, if it is positive charge means it is always directed radially outward. Yes, radially outward. So let us mark the direction of the electric field vector. So if we draw a line, this is an electric field line, we can say. If it is denoted with the direction, then it is nothing but the electric field vector. Vector means it should have a direction along with the magnitude. This is the fact, we know it already. Okay, now we have to find out, or just tell me from the diagram. Let us take a point A. Let us take a point A. Yes, let us take cross section, area of cross section, which is denoted here as a point A. Let us denote this point A. You know very well, from the aspect of electric field, the point which lies closer to this charge will have greater magnitude of electric field. So see the number of lines, number of electric field lines crossing the given area, it is also greater. Number of lines crossing the given area is also greater. So what do we conclude at a point A, as since it lies closer to plus Q, the number of electric field lines crossing the given area is more. Let us take another area, but little larger distance away from plus Q. Suppose if it is B, and it is observed that area B lies little far away from A. So here you may observe, as the distance increases, number of lines crossing the given area also decreases. So here at A is the E, electric field, or the number of electric field lines crossing the given area A is greater, but at B it is smaller, only less number of lines are crossing. So we conclude from this diagram that the electric field lines are denser, then electric field has larger magnitude. And if it is a less denser region, then the electric field has a smaller magnitude. And what do we conclude? The magnitude of electric field. This magnitude of electric field for a point charge decreases. So, magnitude of electric field for a point charge decreases as the distance increases. Distance increase ஆக என்ன ஆகும்? Electric field ஓட magnitude குறையும். அப்ப தள்ளி இருக்க ஒரு ஏரியா ஆஃப் கிராஸ் செக்ஷன் எடுத்துட்டோம்னா, அதாவது சார்ஜ்ல இருந்து ரொம்ப தள்ளி ஒரு ஏரியா ஆஃப் கிராஸ் செக்ஷன் எடுக்கும் பட்சத்துல அதுல கிராஸ் ஆகக்கூடிய நம்பர் ஆஃப் லைன்ஸும் குறைஞ்சிரும். அப்ப நம்பர் ஆஃப் லைன்ஸ்ங்கிறது டெஃபினட்டா எதை பொறுத்து தான் இருக்க போகுது? மேக்னிடியூட் ஆஃப் த எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டு தான் டிபெண்ட் பண்ணி இருக்குது. அப்போ மேக்னிடியூட் ஆஃப் த எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டுங்கிறது இட் இஸ் இன்வெர்ஸ்லி ப்ரொபோர்ஷனல் டு square of the distance. That means we conclude distance. When distance increases, then the magnitude of electric field decreases. Then, so therefore, the number of lines crossing the surface A is greater than the number of lines crossing the surface B. Why? It is farther apart from the charge. So, this is the property that we have seen. Now let us move on to the next property is no two electric field lines cross each other. Electric field lines cross each other. This is very important. Okay, you know, if I draw like this, you know very well that it is an electric field line. It can be curved also. See, and how do you represent electric field vector? Then this is another electric field line. Okay. Now let me just show an electric field vector. Yes, electric field vector is represented at point P. Or this is what is electric field vector. Okay. Now the fact is that no two electric field lines cross each other. And see, suppose charge. Why do we say? What's the reason? It will be asked for your conceptual questions. 3 mark or 2 mark. Let us take a point P. Suppose a charge is placed in this intersection, point of intersection. It has to move in 2 different directions. This direction, also in this direction. It has to move in 2 different directions. Is it possible, students? No. It is physically impossible. Hence, electric field lines do not intersect. என்ன சொல்றாங்க? இப்போ தனித்தனியா ஒரு சார்ஜ் தனித்தனி பாதையில போகலாம். பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் இன்டர்செக்ஷன்ல அந்த சார்ஜ் ஒரே நேரத்துல எப்படி 2 டைரக்ஷன்ல மூவ் பண்ண முடியும்? அது நடக்குமா? So, it is physically impossible. அப்படிங்கிறதுனால எப்பவுமே 2 electric field lines என்ன பண்ணாது? Intersect பண்ணாது. No two electric field lines intersect each other. Okay. Now let us move on to the next property. For make you understand, let me just come from the example as usual. This is positive charge. You know, if it is a positive charge, how will you map the electric field line? Radially outward. Yeah. It's radially outward direction. Okay. Now just observe the diagram. It is positive charge. We have how many number of electric field lines around this positive charge? 8 lines, I suppose. 8 lines. This is positive charge. We have 8 number of electric field lines that is being mapped. Okay. Then, if it is magnitude, instead of plus q, we raise it as twice twice that of the given charge. Twice that of the given charge. Here let us take it is for minus 2q. Minus here represents it is negative charge, but magnitude is twice. So how will we take here if it is, or let us take it as even for plus charge twice, then plus 2q, then automatically number of field lines also increases. That means magnitude of electric field also increases. So here you may observe that the number of electric field lines that emanate from the positive charge, or if it enters the negative charge, is directly proportional to magnitude of the charges. அதாவது என்ன சொன்னோம், பிளஸ் கியூவா இருக்கும்போது 8 லைன்ஸ் தான் இருந்தது. இதே அந்த சார்ஜ் நம்ம டபுள் ஆக்கும்போது என்ன ஆயிருது, அது 16 லைன்ஸ் தான் அது இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகுது. தட் மீன்ஸ் தட் magnitude of the charge increase ஆனா electric field lines வந்து emanate ஆகக்கூடிய number of electric field lines increase ஆகும். This is what we have understood. Okay, these are the properties. Let us solve a picture depicting electric field for the given charge configuration. You are given this. Let me explain your example 1.9. This is a given charge configuration. We don't know what charge it is. We don't know what charge these are, whether it is positive charge or negative charge. Or from the given charge configuration, we have to find out what kind of charge they are. It is given here. The direction of electric field is here, like this. Yeah, just try, students. Can you identify what is this charge Q1? What might be it? Yes, here you may observe electric field lines start from one charge and end at. So this Q1 charge will be positive and Q2 will be negative. Yeah, this is from the given charge configuration. We can also find out the ratio of the magnitude of the charge. You are asked to find out the find the ratio of Q1 by Q2. So that would be equal to, we know, as we have learned from the last property, it is directly proportional to the, or it depends on the number of lines that is emanated from the given charge. Okay, shall we find out the number of lines emanated from here? If this is going to be positive charge and this is the negative charge, how many charges are emanating from here? 2, 4, 6. So for it is 6, and for Q2 it is, yeah, six. Answer is 1. The ratio is 1:1. This may vary also. Suppose if we increase positive charge number of lines on the increase பண்ணிட்டா அப்படினா, again we have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. In this case, this N1 changes as 8 and N2 remains as 6 itself, and we can write it as this is 8:6, that is 4:3. Okay, this is for your understanding. And you are also given another charge configuration. Now in your book page number 21 you may follow, this is the charge configuration of like charges. So far we studied for the unlike charges, positive negative charges. Now you may find the different pattern of electric field lines, but here both are positive charges. Then how will be the electric field lines? Definitely it is due to the repulsive force, the field map will be different. Definitely the field map will be different. There is a repulsive force. Yeah, you may see it is a repulsive force. And you may also observe that I draw for a positive charge always electric field lines directed outward. But there is a point C where the resultant electric field lines due to these charges is 0. Here E is equal to 0 at point C. Yeah. So far we have learnt electric field lines and their properties and few charge configurations, and we studied the method of finding the ratio Q1 by Q2, and we learnt the fact that if it is unlike charges, pattern is different due to attractive force. If they are like charges, charge configuration and the map will be totally different, and at point C, if there is repulsive force at point C, the electric field is 0. Now our next topic is electric dipole. Dipole, di means two, you know. So it is it is very well understood from the word. There must be two charges. Let us take two charges of equal magnitude. Two charges of equal magnitude separated by a very small distance, that is 2a. If two charges of equal magnitude but opposite charges separated by a very small distance constitute electric dipole. Okay, and as these charges are equal in magnitude, what is the total charge? Equal in magnitude, rendu same ah irukku podra, one minus q na one plus q, appa total charge enava da irukka mudiyum, it must be equal to 0. Okay, we may say the total charge is 0. Can we say the electric field also going to be 0? Definitely not. The electric field due to individual charge will be different, and there will be definitely resultant electric field due to these two charges. Resultant electric field will be present. It will be not equal to 0. There will be an electric field. So there arises the concept of electric dipole, because there is an electric field as they have placed closer. Yeah. So let us define what is an electric dipole. Two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance constitute an electric dipole. Now we may ask a question. What examples we can say? Water molecule is an example of an electric dipole. You know, in water molecule, oxygen is present and there are two hydrogen atoms. See, oxygen is represented as, it is minus 2q and hydrogen is plus q. So they are separated. So they don't coincide. Center of the positive charge do not coincide with the center of the negative charge. Okay, they are separated by certain distance. Yeah, this is minus and these are plus. Okay, it's an example of electric dipole. We may also give some other example as CO, carbon monoxide, ammonia. These are all few examples of molecules in which electric dipole is existing. அதாவது ஈக்குவலா பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜ் நெகட்டிவ் சார்ஜ் இருந்து கோயின்சைட் ஆகாது, certain distanceல செப்பரேட் ஆகி இருக்கும், பிரிஞ்சு இருக்கும். There will be a pole, dipole existing. So this is an example of permanent dipole. Now let us learn few more conventions about this electric dipole. Electric dipole nave you must keep in your mind that first negative charge போட்டு தான் positive charge எடுத்து செய்யணும். இது ஒரு convention. ஏன்னா direction of electric dipole moment, what we are going to learn, it always flows from the negative charge to the positive charge. Okay, and distances for a dipole always measured from the center. Always distances are measured from the center of the dipole. And you may also learn another additional information for you. What is an ideal dipole? Ideal dipole na enna appadina, charges of bigger magnitude are separated by a very small distance, then the dipole is said to be an ideal dipole. Okay, so these are all some informations about electric dipole. Okay, so let us learn now what is electric dipole moment. Electric dipole moment, which is represented by the letter P, and it is going to be a vector quantity, so we represent it by P vector. So to learn what is electric dipole moment, we have to consider plus Q and minus Q, two equal opposite point charges, and they are separated by a distance 2a. Then how will we express this electric dipole moment, or how can we define it? This P vector is equal to Q into R plus vector minus Q R minus vector. Here R plus vector is the position vector of plus Q from the origin, and R minus is the position vector of minus Q from the origin. Let us understand well from the given diagram. Let us take an x-axis where we have placed minus Q, and this is the origin. This is y-axis, x-axis, and this is plus Q. Okay, and these are separated by a distance equal distance, that is so the distance should be equal. So let us you should be very careful in drawing the diagram. Distance what we consider should be equal part. Yeah, inga இந்த point இருக்கு, அப்ப இங்க போட்டுக்கோங்க, இது வந்து E. Okay, so separate, this is minus Q. Okay, see, directed this way, x-axis. Okay, now see here, how will you represent this position vector R plus? It is represented by A I cap. I cap is unit vector which is positive. Then how will you represent this position vector R minus position vector of minus Q from origin? It is represented as A minus I cap, as it lies along the negative direction. So shall we write now? For P vector is equal to Q A I cap minus of Q A minus I cap. So we get Q A I cap minus into minus plus Q A I cap. So we get P vector, that is electric dipole moment. P vector is equal to 2Q A I cap. So here you may just observe from the diagram also that the direction is given by the line joining the two charges, and it always flows from minus Q to plus Q. It is represented, it's the conventional method that we represent electric dipole moment which flows always from minus Q to plus Q. Yes, then how this is about the direction. So here this is the representation of electric dipole moment vector. Then what What about the magnitude alone? எப்பவுமே பிசிக்ஸ்ல magnitude and might have learnt in maths also. இப்போ ஒரு magnitude வேணும்னா நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம், அந்த வெக்டருக்கு மாடுலஸ் இருக்கும். அப்ப இதோட magnitude of dipole moment எப்படி எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்றது அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா நம்ம அதுல யூனிட் வெக்டரை விட்டுறணும். இட் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு 2qa. அப்ப இந்த இதை எப்படி டிஃபைன் பண்றது? magnitude of the electric dipole moment is equal to the product of the one of the magnitude of the charges. Here one of the magnitude of the charges we say they are equal in magnitude. So ஏதாவது ஒரு magnitude எடுத்துட்டா போதும். So product of the magnitude of one of the charges and the distance between them. I just separate and show you. q into 2a. இத cross னு எடுத்துக்காத, இது multiplication. அப்ப இந்த 2aங்கிறது தான் distance, இது வந்து magnitude of the one of the charges. Okay, so far we have learned the magnitude. Then what about its unit? We may derive the unit. Q is charge, so unit of charge is coulomb, and a is distance, so it is meter. Don't consider as centimeter, it is coulomb meter is the SI unit of electric dipole moment. Yes students, we have learnt so far about electric field line and their properties, and we learnt what is electric dipole, few examples, and what is meant by electric dipole moment and its unit also. And finally I conclude with an information. It is also possible to define and calculate the electric dipole moment for either a single charge or any for system of charges with an expression P vector equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n Qi Ri vector. Where Ri vector is the position vector of charge Qi from the origin. Thank you.